my friend.
This is the emergency broadcast system. We are under attack by conventional forces of the Russian army. It is believed the lead waves were disguised as commercial charter flights. Communications have broken down with other parts of the country. Large areas of the Midwest may have been overrun.
In 1984, the movie Red Dawn was released in theaters, and critics were not that impressed with it, but for teenagers, it was an absolutely brilliant story. Many people have argued over the years that the characters were weak, poorly written, and the story was ridiculous in its concept. But I honestly am of the opinion that if a situation like this ever did really happen inside the United States, teenagers, at least back then, would have stood up and more than happily defended their country against foreign occupiers. Back in the 80s, patriotism was very much a big thing. Today, I am not too sure about that. Okay, I want to make sure that this is very clear. This video is not talking about politics in general. We're not talking about any current politicians or their views. We are talking about the movie Red Dawn, the 1984 film Red Dawn, and whether or not, if such events took place, as far-fetched as they are, if such an event ever took place in this country today, could the teenagers of today stand up to such an occupier and fight back and form a resistance? Now imagine this. You're sitting in your classroom or you're the teacher in the classroom and suddenly you see parachutes dropping all over the place. What is your first reaction? Something's not right, but you're going to question it and you're going to investigate, right? All of a sudden, these paratroopers start dropping in with ammunition left and right, guns everywhere, and they start attacking and invading your town. But with everything that we've seen in the news today, the question that I have to ask is, would teenagers be willing to put their differences aside, stand up, and fight this oppression? Everything about our country gets torn apart in a matter of minutes in this movie. This small town group of people now have to unite, put their differences beside them, and just find a way to coexist and handle the problems that they are now forced to deal with. All the things that we worry about, all the things that they worry about, high school, football, what's on TikTok these days, all of that stuff will come to an end rapidly. The media today teaches us how to divide and our children how to divide, but the question is, in such an event like Red Dawn, could we put those differences beside us? Could kids today, who have been conditioned to believe these things, could the youth today put all these differences aside, things that they've been exposed to, such as the videos on TikTok, YouTube, and our media, could all of that be put aside? Could they ignore all these things that they've been conditioned to believe so that they can form a group and start fighting back? Red Dawn is a classic movie about differences between people, and they are forced to put them aside and unite to defend something that's even greater than their own petty differences. Our youth has become so involved and so dependent on technology that if such an event ever did happen, could they survive without it? Would they be able to put their differences aside, form alliances, learn to survive and live well in the environments that they are now forced to? Patriotism, when I was growing up, was very important. And it is something that I do not see today. And it is the fault of my generation and many others as well. I said it before and I'll say it again. The movie has a ridiculous plot to it because a lot of people believe there is no way that this scenario could ever take place inside the United States. There's no way an occupying force could ever get in here and take over parts of our country.
Oh, beautiful far space, the sky far and far away, so great, for purple mountains, majesty above the
Let it turn to something else. Just let it turn to something else, okay? Listen to me. Listen. Don't cry. Don't you ever cry again as long as you live. As long as you live, never do it. Do you hear me?
The stress that these kids were under, the idea that they have no hope, no support of any kind other than just raids on the town and trying to attack shipments, killing off as many of the occupying force as possible. This had to have been one of the most emotional and hellacious things that someone could ever go through.
Where is it? Where is it? God damn it! Where's the bus?
I went into town.
It got caught. And we got caught! Why?
Because you said we couldn't.
You want blindfolds? This is violent the Geneva Convention. I never heard of it. Dog face! I show you how Soviet dies. This isn't happening, Jet. Let him go!
Shut up, Danny!
He was one of us!
Shut up!
He told them where we were! Because we live here.
The movie was fantastic. It was. I mean, the idea that you had to kill one of your own because they betrayed you. Could somebody you know actually do that? Could you pull the trigger? I don't think I could ever do anything like that. Oh, my mind would be freaking. So I asked the question again. Do you think the kids of today could do the things that were done in this movie? I've asked people if they think that was possible, and they've told me they don't think so. They think that a lot of the kids of today have become so wrapped up with the social media and all this partisan politics that has been injected into our society. There's no respect for America anymore. There's no patriotism. It's all gone to a lot of them. And the question is, if that is true, and if an invasion like this ever did happen, would these people just roll over and let the country continue to be invaded, or would they stand up? This one scene right here at the end of the movie where this colonel sees the two survivors of the Wolverines and he's looking at them like they're just kids. What the hell are we doing here? That's the question I think a lot of people should be asking. What the hell are we doing here? Yeah, this is a movie, absolutely. But in this movie, we are taught that these kids, whatever their differences were back then, they came together because their whole way of life was destroyed and they wanted to fight back. Their families were put in concentration camps. Their way of life is gone. Families murdered, the whole town destroyed, the country's at war. And these kids said enough was enough. And I have to ask, is that gone? Is that type of patriotism gone in this country? I have seen so much on the news about how so many are hating each other because of their own political beliefs, whatever they may be. But where's our patriotism? We need it back. We need to remember that regardless of what our views are, this is the United States, and this country is well worth fighting for. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments on this, so please drop them below and let me know. Until the next time, my friends, God bless.